Reunited versus
I got
IDDQD.
you so good there.
I mean, seriously, like, yeah.
He came into this and he's saying, Reunited, and then right before he came in there, Fnatic. Welcome back, Fnatic in the 5th. Oh,
Such a dick, dude, seriously. Anyway, you try casting those guys for more than a year and see how you go changing. It's not easy. They're the same guys, but that's fun. Let's jump into this one, shall we? Hanamura, it's going to be the 3rd map here, and the teams are
Fifth map.
Fifth map.
You said 3rd map? 5th map?
5th map. Because you said 3rd map 5 times before we started back from the break, so.
Did I?
Yeah, just playing the mind games. Get in my head, boys.
What?
Get it in my head. Anyway, 5th map.
Whatever. We're into the game in a few seconds here. Hanamura, though, not a map I hope to see as like the decider map, but it's a map that we got.
It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's a large pool available, and you ban as you go. And I guess there was a lot of maps that they would rather have not played compared to Hanamura. So here we are. Hanamura is going to be one. We've already seen a control map today. This one is probably even faster, more faster paced than Volskaya. The difference is now we've got obviously the 2 top teams from this tournament here. So on that note, could be completely different. Could be a long drawn out one. This isn't the first time Fnatic have played Hanamura competitively. They played it up against Sith in the 3rd place match of the AlphaCast Overwatch tournament number 1 and managed to win it out. Although it was very, very close, that one as well. So can be very, very fast sometimes. I think I just said that, but I mean, obviously in pubs you might see it be fairly defense biased. I don't think we'll see anything crazy pick-wise from these guys. I mean, Pluppy, guys, we got it. Thank you. Finally understood it. Pluppy obviously playing that Bastion. Well, at least got that locked in. I don't reckon he's going to go with that one. He'd like to, I'm sure. As would Internet Hulk play May, who is Bay reinforce. She's Bay.
All right, well, I kind of wanted to go with the Bastion pick we had here, but that's probably not going to happen. We have seen some interesting things. Actually, it could. Actually, if he sticks that and they stick with the Zarya,
that's possible.
They might do the whole, let's rush in the Bastion into the point, give him a Zarya shield, give him the Winston shield, and let him go to town. That very well could happen, actually, here. So be very mindful of that, guys, unless they do switch in the last few seconds.
If that works against Reunited,
it worked for Melty.
They're going to be so mad.
Well, Melty has done it before.
Yeah.
Hands down. So let's see. Here we go. They're going to stick this lineup, and let's see if they can pull that one off.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's follow these guys as they make the push through. Notice it's not a speed boost being used here by Never Give Up, actually healing for them. So they're not trying to push in too fast, but now they are. He's going to save it for later, perhaps, as the shields come up. Has the Bastion managed to set up properly? No, he gets blown up pretty much straight away.
Oh, they try to give him in the corner.
Focus him out.
That's like, usually we see Melty do it like right in this open area, but they try to give him in the left corner, which obviously did not work out at all. And Fnatic was prepared. They were ready for this one. And that might as well stayed in this first point, because you think back to Volskaya. How quickly did that game go? I think it was like a minute 30 was how quickly IDDQ went up against Peepu's crew. And just absolutely wrecked them. So a good hold here out of Reunited.
It's pretty clear that Reunited weren't born yesterday. So they held against that push pretty nicely, and they correctly focused towards the Bastion, who, given time to set up, could be very, very dangerous.
The Reaper, Mendo, he's behind him. I think that's Pluppy looking for him. Not even Pluppy.
He's been uncovered.
Yeah, it is Pluppy looking for him, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be caught. He'll be struggling to get out of there as well. Orbit Discord on him, and 6 people shooting at him. No good. But now comes another push as well. Pluppy coming forward. Going to destroy some of those turrets. He sees that they're there, but they're just going to keep going for this one here. A Discord on towards Winghaven could prove to be quite useful.
Oh, reflecting Symmetra shot or two, but it gets immediately flashbang by Valataja off the side. A great use of positioning and sight, or actually awareness of when that was going to fade off. And they're going to rush straight down with Mendo leading the charge with the Death Blossom. They pick up the kills, and they prevent that first point from being taken. We're now a minute 30 seconds in, and this is not looking good for IDDQD.
Nah, Mendo just completely shreked them there, had the Death Blossom. I mean, he's probably one of the first of the ultimates to really come up properly here. Winghaven and Mort have theirs. So again, like between Earth Shatter and Tranquility, that's Transcendence. God. Between Earth Shatter and Transcendence, that's a lot that's going to help you defend. So good side so far for Reunited. Let's see if they can hold. Sound Barrier does come down here. Internet Hulk has got himself in towards the middle and towards the side. Coco has gone away from the Soldier 76 and has picked up Reinhardt again. Just stopping to do some housework. Cleans that turret away, but Winghaven comes in for the charge. He probably won't be able to finish at this stage. Pluppy is up above. He's trying to back away, but also Mendo is there as well. He's going to try and do as much damage as he can as Chips is forced to ult.
So not necessarily a good push out of IDDQ there. They did have timely push straight into the room towards the right here. Was able to take down Valataja in a 1v1 battle, but Unfortunately, that just kind of wasn't enough, and the rest of Reunited were able to help defend this one, not to mention having that teleport made them able, to get back to this one as quick as they possibly could. But IDDQD, they're really struggling here. They need some sort of avenue to successfully pull off this attack here, and it might come down to catch someone off guard. The charge is going to land onto Winghaven, but he has the break it down. The sound barrier coming through. Earthshatter connects onto one. Just Winghaven alone here. This is not looking good. IDDQD might have just failed this attack again.
Oh, Pluppy actually managed to dodge the Earthshatter, but notice that there's a teleporter here, so Reunited can bring those reinforcements in if they need to, and you can see the Unfixed actually picking up some eliminations here, a lot of them in fact, as he did come forward with the rest of his team, getting aggro, going to reset those turrets. Great position here for those at home wondering how best to use Symmetra in sort of the pubs. You can't see them until you're on top of them, so great use of them, and of course going for all those sort of standard routes of approach.
And also slows them. I think that's the most important part of the turrets. Yeah. It slows them from actually being able to push in, especially when you get sped up. Look at Mendo. So now to the side, waiting for the attack to come through. It's actually a position I haven't seen used too much. He's trying to get some early chip damage in. His ultimate is almost online. Is now up. Let's see if he's going to be able to pop it in this fight. He needs a little bit of support here. He's already being pushed back. Going to pick up that little bit of a health pack and get back into the fight. The point slowly starting to be capped over, but there's still a lot of United here ready to fight.
Yeah, we might even see an ultimate come out in just a moment here. Death Blossom not quite needed yet from Mendo as he's managed to get back on towards the point and clear out some of the stragglers, but now the pressure's going to come in again. We do see Pluppy. He does have Dragon Blade. Just manages to stop himself from falling off the edge, but Mort gives him a kick to the face. I think it was even... Yeah, I think he got the finish there.
And Chips just trying to back away to the safety of Coco's shield, but unfortunately not going to be able to do that. Now with only a minute left here, can Reunited shut them out in the first point alone?
It's actually pretty rare to see such a successful defense held on the first point here, and I don't know, maybe off the back of this map, Reunited might be able to take the tournament here. Their first placing since the beta came back from break, I think, and even then they didn't really get too many big results. So they're sick of second place. They want to take it out now, and they're well on the way to doing so.
All right, off to side Pluppy yet again. Looking to catch off Mandela, saving the Death Blossom, and cleans up 3. And keep in mind, there's no mercy, there's no revive coming back in, and they're going to be able to hold this for another time. That was basically the final attack here with 25 seconds left to go. Pluppy and gang have not been able to successfully take this first point.
Now, all that's left is like one sort of messy attempt at a push to try and secure overtime here at the least, which is not a good sign at all for IDDQD. They're getting segmented as they push across. That's the thing. They're getting split off by whatever reason. It's always just like a Winston being the only guy surviving this. They've got to push forward. Coca there as well. Does have those turrets just laying into it. He gets no one with that one. Mendo comes in again. Got to do the damage like he has been. Good little transcendence being used by Mort, but the knockup still comes in. And that was Instant Hulk getting completely wrecked down. That's going to be the half, and it is a very, very strong hold from Reunited. Not a thing that IDDQD could do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that now means if Reunited can cap that first point alone, they will have picked up the victory. And finally, a first-place finish over the course of how many tournaments they've now played in.
A lot.
It would be, honestly, a big win for themselves, but it's not over just yet. You don't want to count your
chickens before they hatch?
Exactly.
Yeah,
there we go. I knew we had something common there with phrases, or with whatever's.
You know that one?
Yeah, of course. I just couldn't think.
I think I said that one in front of D-Man, and he just cracked up and didn't understand what I was talking about.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't know. So obviously, Amendo Kusai there, nice little finish with average 4 kills per Death Blossom is pretty darn good. Valley Tarja as well. A guy we didn't follow too much during the game, but he was definitely quite dominant. Very, very strong. And unfixed. Look at that. 16 kills with just his turrets, dude. Intense stuff. And that's good turret placement. If you're seeing that many kills or such a high proportion of kills go towards your turrets, you've done pretty damn well with where you put them. So I'm going to appreciate that. I mean, Unfixed is a damn good support player. Pretty much nails it out quite nicely. And I want to see now what the attack is going to look like for Reunited. Because, look, let's be honest, Jason. It's a risky pick, picking a control point map. But with such a good defense to start with, I'd have to be not feeling too stressed right now as Reunited.
Yeah, I mean, that's why people haven't really, or at least teams for what I have been able to assemble, don't really enjoy these kind of maps because it comes down to some, like, a little bit of luck, a little bit catching off guard, it's a little bit snowbally. If there was maybe, like, 3 or 4 points in the map for you to pick up, then it'd be a little bit more even and more balanced. But, you know, we might just see, like, the opposites. We've had Reunited absolutely wreck IDDQD on the hold. We might not see, if they can pull it off, Reunited go for an early take on the point. I mean, that's just kind of the ups and downs of a control point map.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I think that's a pretty blatant reference.
Hanzo and McCree.
Yeah, it's definitely, that's McCree, boys.
Yeah, because he used swords, and then he's like, "This is terrible," and they switched over to guns.
You go start gambling, get a hat, and get a revolver.
Yeah,
simple. I like that though. That's nice. I love everyone being tied into their home maps. It's pretty awesome. Obviously, he's clearly based upon Japan. In case you're not aware of what Sugar Blossoms Eye signifies. Also, that is
Cherry?
that's the crest of the Hattori. Oh no, Hattori Hanzo's family, I think. So, yeah.
Such
And that's
a nerd.
also his ultimate icon.
Such a nerd.
It's also one of his sprays. But
Yeah, I don't pay attention to lore at all.
come
You're the
on,
one to
man,
do that.
That's the cool stuff.
I just know who's the brother and sister of, you know.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're
Hanzo and
Oh,
Genji
right.
are brothers.
Yeah,
and
Hanzo
that's
McCree are
that's like all I know.
brothers,
That's all I know.
So let's have a look at our compositions here. Chips High and actually going to be going for the Torbjorn to kick things off. He is serious, no troll intended. And this is quite clever because it's kind of hard to damage this turret consistently from the outside. You've got the protection of the rock, and it actually means you need to be pretty much next to it. That's the whole theory with all the placements of these turrets and of the sentries as well. So let's see if that works out. Let's see if it's enough to hold Reunited back. Seems like both these two teams know exactly what they need to do to skew the defensive side of things in their favor. And of course, no surprises here, Pluppy will be on that Reaper.
Yeah, and Reunited, pretty much going with a standard lineup. Not going with anything cheeky, not going with a Bastion kind of push-up. Oh, they haven't spotted him out. This should be some easy tank kills, but actually forced to just shift away. Doesn't want to be taken down here, but 3 early kills coming in. This looks like a successful hold. It's just Unfixed and Men, the last 2 alive, and they're going to be quickly cleaned up. And there you go. Successful first hold. Maybe we'll see a draw on the final map, which means we'll have to play another map. Who
This
knows?
map?
No, I think it's another map, according to what the admin told me before.
Okay, thank God. I guess we'll have them veto again.
They'll
That
play
could be-
Volskaya. Or no, sorry, Temple of Anubis.
Oh, God. I don't know, dude. Well, look, honestly, guys, we'll be honest, it's pretty possible that we'll see a draw here. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up for seeing a winner after this one. We'll see. Again, now Reunited know what they're going up against. They know what this hole looks like. They should expect Pluppy to be behind this door. And they do know there's a turret there as well. So a bit of a change in tact for them as well. Let's see if it works. They got a Mercy here as well, notably. Mort on that one. Heading up in the Pharah Mercy combo, actually. Let's see if this one works out. That's super interesting. Haven't seen that. I think we haven't seen this combo yet tonight. We saw D-Gun go for the Pharah at one point. It's up to Mendo now to really break through this little defense here. They've managed to get the turret. That's pretty well done.
It's a
That's good
Torbjorn
stuff.
counter because you can just jiggle peek the turrets really easy with Farah, take it down really quickly. Not to mention the Mercy ultimate can be so key when you need that second coming routine, that revive. We can knock him off the side here if he's actually able to connect the shot. But that Torbjorn is so low, eventually he will fall. And it looks like another unsuccessful attack here. I would imagine Mort will have ultimate up online relatively soon into this next attack. And that's where things get a little bit deadly. But look at that, 4 ultimates online for IDDQD.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. Winghaven even able to get a bit of an exit kill, I'll call it, as he backs away and is actually able to survive here. We'll need a bit of healing in a moment, but Mort will be back. So I like this, a bit of a return to the old school strat here. Mendo, straight back up in the air again, just trying to, again, look for those turrets early. He's got his barrage ready to go. He needs to get a little bit closer before that's really going to hit hard, but this is perfect positioning for the man. He'd look for that teleporter if there is one. And there's a lot happening elsewhere. We actually cut away from most of the fight here. So Mendo will probably go down. There's no team to really follow up on any of this damage. Wouldn't mind a teleporter, or at least to keep them busy. I don't know about that.
He's gonna switch away from there, I think.
Yeah. Interesting use of barrage there as well. He's going to go down. So, okay. The Genji Pharah, obviously, the Mercy Pharah quite work. I mean, yeah, they got 3, but the rest of their team got completely destroyed. So, what's next
Tracer.
here for Reunited?
Oh, Genji. All right, so he's eventually actually gone back to Genji. They have the revive. They have Unfixed ult up as well.
Reaper, actually.
Okay, so you went over to Reaper then. Okay, so he's got the Reaper. They just have ultimate up, but they do have 3 crucial ultimates online. Where on the other side, for IDDQD, they have nothing. Yeah. This could be the time for them to take it. It just comes down to, can they hit the ultimates correctly? Can Winghaven get off a successful Earth Shatter? But Mort's been already taken down. Gets immediately taken down by Pluppy, and that's no revive.
We do hear a Soldier 76 ult being used, and that is Unfixed, just trying to lay down the damage. However, Coco does get the charge in, and Winghaven is going to have to succumb there. Again, defense being held here quite nicely, I have to say. Both teams, neither really seem to have too much difficulty with that. And again, the old turret replacement here as well, cheeky enough. Hard to deal with that one, as we've seen before. The Pharah actually seemed to do well against the turrets, but unfortunately, that was sort of the end of it. Now they push through. Here we go. Reunited getting there pretty quickly. Pluppy actually forced back there with the Wraith Walk. So Reunited are able to set up here as well. Taimu looked to be wanting to set up a bit of a Deadeye there. No, it was Value actually, in fact. As Value did get one. Now the counter Deadeye comes in, but I don't think anyone of Reunited is going to give much of a target of themselves. Just the one goes down. That was Mendo. A very important pickup there, if I may say so. And Unfixed now has to back up as he's getting pressured by Pluppy. He's going to be in a corner here. And Old Pluppy's going to get it done. Good Earth Shatter and IDDQD have the ults when they needed them.
Yeah, they came out at the right time, and Mort still has his ultimate available. He hasn't been able to use it because he's been taken down too quickly. It might come down to this next or the one after final attack. This might be the penultimate of this this half, and it might be the penultimate of this game. It depends on how it kind of works out for both teams. Still waiting for the admins to let me know exactly what will happen, if we'll go into a 6 map or not. I'm sure both teams will be very happy to play out a 6 here. There's been some pretty damn good games between these two.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think we'll see what happens to control maps in the future, but now we just see him going another way. Flippy tries to get the Death Blossom down, and it doesn't really hit where he would have liked it to. There's the res coming in, though. Mort manages to get it done, and Unfixed now just being pressured back by Coco here. He's eventually going to fall to another swing of the axe. And not looking great for Reunited here, as we just see them getting mowed over. Timely there comes in, well-timed on his push. The rest of Reunited just trying to hold on to this point, but there's a sound barrier coming in and an Earth Shatter, if I'm not mistaken, and that should pretty much be done here. It's going to be a draw, and we're going to be vetoing the map pull back, and we may even see a repeated map here. More than likely, there it is. Now what, he asks. Next map. We move on to the next map. All right, guys, so we're going to be just sorting out exactly how our little overtime looks here as we have a draw. In the meantime, enjoy some lovely chips. Play the games, of course, as everyone loves a bit of Bjorn porn. So the turret doing pretty good work. So, obviously, he was quite instrumental there as well.
So apparently it's a replay of the map.
Interesting.
Yep. From what I'm hearing from the admins.
That's so wise to this one, but all right, well, we'll deliberate quickly. We'll go to a break, Jason, I think, and then we'll return. We'll be all sorted. Moment.
Let's head back to our faces here for a second so I can get stuff set up. But yeah, we might see a replay of the map. We might see